Do you want to learn how to draw this adorable rainbow iguana? I know you do. If so, you are going to need a pencil to draw with, a marker to outline with, and you are going to need all the colors of the rainbow in markers and brown. He's not a part of the rainbow, but we do need him to color in this awesome branch. So go ahead and grab all of those supplies and let's get started. Let's get started. We are going to draw an iguana on our paper, and then we're going to color that iguana in using some nice rainbow color. So the first thing that we are going to do is we're going to get a ruler or just something straight. You really don't have to have a ruler because we just need a nice straight line for our iguana. So I'm going to go ahead and draw, and I'm not measuring this, I'm just using this as a straight edge. I'm going to draw a nice straight line in about the middle of my paper for the bottom of my iguana. And then I can use my ruler to make a nice straight line, and I'm not going to go up super high, but make a nice straight line kind of right in the middle. So I have a weird looking, maybe upside down T-chart. Then I'm going to go ahead and make a nice curved line right here. I could probably be drawing this in marker, but we're going to do our marker next. So there's the head of my iguana. Now back here, I'm going to go ahead and curve for his body. Okay, so let me go ahead and trace that. And if you want to draw then trace like I am, you are more than welcome to. With this project, we're going to be using marker, so make sure that if you plan to trace it with a Crayola marker instead of a Sharpie marker, that you outline it last because your marker will bleed into your project and you don't want that. All right, right here in the middle of this part right here, which is going to be his face or his head, we're going to go ahead and we're going to draw a nice big circle for the eyeball. Nice big circle. And we can go ahead and do the littler circle on the inside, and you can put that circle wherever you want. I'm just going to have him looking kind of directly at us. Now we have 6 colors of the rainbow. So what I want to do is I want to make 6 sections here, and I want them to be fairly evenly spaced. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sections. And this will just be a nice area for us to start our rainbow in our little iguana's body. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give him his little feet. And I'm just going to draw kind of a little oval shape here. And I'm going to come up here and do a little oval shape there. And that's just going to give him a little legs that we can use to draw a nice little tree branch for him to stand on. So now I'm going to turn my paper and give him a nice little branch. And if you're having any problems drawing these lines or I'm going too fast, please pause the video. You are more than welcome to pause. So I'm going to stop right there and I'm going to show you why. So I have I'm going to put my marker away. I'm going to go back to my pencil so I don't mess this up. I'm going to go from the bottom of his tush here, and I'm going to curl around. I want my iguana to have his long tail that he uses to kind of hold on to stuff. I'm going to come up here, and I'm going to continue around with his little tail. And it can curl in. I think I'm actually going to try to curl it in here and come maybe around like this. And I'm doing this because I don't want to end up having him, that's why I stopped my branch. I didn't want my branch to be kind of all up in there. So now I'm going to go back and I'm going to finish drawing my line here, and it's going to go under my tail. So his tail will be in front of the branch. And there's the branch. Now I can go in and trace my iguana's tail. Going through. Okay, now that I have my iguana's tail and I have my iguana's little body, I'm going to go through and add some stripes on my tail that are going to be also evenly spaced. So, and I don't have to count these because you might not end up with a bunch of full rainbows. We might end up with some partial rainbows, but we're really just trying to work on having rainbow order kind of in our noodle. And that rainbow order can kind of restart at purple and just keep going. I'm gonna give him a little tongue. Let's just give him a little loop here for a tongue. Look how cute he is. And then I have a lot of space over here, so I'm actually gonna draw a line, make a little leaf, and a little leaf here. And then I'm gonna come over here with another line and make a smaller leaf, just to kind of fill up that area. If you want to add a sun or some clouds, you're more than welcome to. I am not. Less is more for me. I'm actually going to, just because I'm using marker, I'm going to get my eraser and I'm going to quickly erase any pencil lines that I may not have traced over very well when I went in with marker. That way they don't mix into my marker and kind of make my picture look sloppy. Okay. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my markers. So what I need for my colors are my rainbow, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. And those are gonna be our color order, in that exact order, to do our body. Now I did have a different green. This is actually called Iguana green, and I'm gonna use that color in his head and his little feet, just so it's not the same green that I'm using in the body. And I'm also gonna use it to color my leaves. And then I have brown to color in my tree branch. So I'm gonna actually start with those areas so I can put these markers out of the way and finish off with a rainbow. So I'm gonna go ahead and color his head, his little feet, and remember, go around that eyeball. It's very tempting to want to color that eyeball in, but if you ever look at an animal or a person, we always have that nice white outer part of our eyeballs to help our eyes really stick out. So we don't really want to color those areas in. All right, so color these leaves. All right, so that'll give me my iguana green. Can be done and put back and out of the way. And I'm gonna go ahead and turn my project, and I'm gonna use that angle of my marker, and I'm gonna color all the way across here. I'm gonna go around his little foot, all the way down, fill in these parts. Fill in these parts over here. And your marker on my branch, I'm not worried about it being too perfect. I kind of like the choppy look just because wood isn't that solid brown color. So I'm kind of okay with having some little white gaps when I color in that area, not being super perfect, but don't make it look sloppy, I guess would be my only advice. Now I'm done with my brown. Make sure those lids snap. You will hear a small click when you put your caps back on. That is important, prevents them from drying out. All right, now we have our iguana. He is ready to go. So what we're going to do is we are going to start with our red. So I'm going to go ahead and color this section red. Using the angle, I'm going over it, making some nice, straight, beautifully colored lines. Now you can do this two ways. You can go in order. So we have red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. And you can go back, or you can just do one section at a time. I'm gonna count, so I'm gonna go red. I just colored my red. That's gonna be orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. So this one is going to be red. So when we hit the end of the rainbow, we're gonna go back to red. Then I have orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. So this one is red. This will just help me color a little quicker. Orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. So this one is red, and I can see I don't have enough to keep counting, so I'm gonna stop. I am done with my red, click my cap, and done. Now I'm gonna go in with my orange. We're gonna do the next section in orange. Again, coloring with the side of my marker. And now I know all my oranges are just gonna go right next to my reds, so I don't really have to go back through and count. Just make sure you put them on the right side. Make sure you don't put them where the purple is supposed to go. And click. Let's go into yellow. We're gonna go ahead and color yellow. Yellow goes next to the orange. And click. Green. 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 And we are also creating a nice pattern by repeating this rainbow look throughout our paper. So we'll have a nice pattern when we finish of the rainbow order, which is also pretty nice. Helps really bring our eye to this little iguana. Gives us a nice focal point in our picture. So I should only have one section left on each of these if I counted correctly, and that's where my purple will go. And then what you could do when you finish with the purple is add in, maybe with blue crayons, some sky, and really get a nice pretty background going so your iguana sticks out even more. I would not use marker to color your background, because this is a lot of space. You're gonna waste a lot of ink from that marker when you can do the same exact thing with a blue crayon. Go a little quicker, it'll be a little lighter, it'll help our picture stick out, but you'll still get the same overall look. So there's our cute little iguana. I hope that you guys had fun doodling this beautiful rainbow iguana with me. Please post pictures of yours below, like, subscribe, share the video, and please enjoy your e-learning. I cannot wait to see you guys again next time. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.